I thought today would be perfect. The sunlight bounced off the ballroom's crystal chandeliers, and the scent of fresh flowers filled the air. My suit felt sharp, my hair neatly combed, and everything seemed ready for the wedding rehearsal. I had dreamed of this moment for months, imagining Victoria Chen smiling at me, her hand in mine. She looked stunning, her hair curled softly, her dress flowing elegantly, but even as I admired her, I felt that little pang I'd ignored for too long. Ambition always danced in her eyes before warmth. "Leo, make sure the rings are ready," I whispered, trying to keep my tone light. "Already done, sir," Leo Zhang replied, adjusting the small black box in his hand. His eyes flicked toward Victoria, concern lingering in the corners of his gaze. "Just stay calm, okay? She's excited. This is supposed to be good." I nodded, though my stomach churned. Leo had been my assistant and closest friend for years. He was the one person I could trust completely in this storm of public attention and high expectations. Victoria, on the other side of the room, smiled at me. "Everything looks perfect," she said softly, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. Her voice was gentle, but something in her gaze made me pause. I tried to ignore the flicker of doubt, but then I heard it. A faint whisper, almost drowned out by the ambient chatter. I froze. Victoria held a phone to her ear, her lips moving in a hurried whisper. "Yes, I understand. I'll see you tonight. Don't worry, I'll handle him." I stepped closer, pretending to adjust my cufflinks, straining to catch every word. My blood ran cold. The voice on the other end wasn't familiar, at least not to me, but the tone was intimate, familiar, secretive. "Victoria?" I asked, my voice a bit tighter than I intended. She glanced at me, smiling brightly, the kind of smile the world adored. "Just finalizing details with the event manager. Nothing to worry about." But I saw her thumb tapping rapidly against her phone screen. My mind raced. Something didn't add up. I edged closer, catching a single phrase she muttered softly under her breath. "Fang. You, only him." Fang Yu. My stomach sank. The name was infamous. A pop idol, adored by millions. Smooth, charming, untouchable. And apparently he was now more than just a passing acquaintance to Victoria. "Victoria, who are you talking to?" I asked, trying to keep my voice calm, but my fingers trembled slightly against my tie. She laughed softly, but it didn't reach her eyes. "Just someone helping me with the schedule. You know how complicated it can get?" I saw the truth in her eyes anyway, like a crack in a mirror reflecting something dangerous. My heart started pounding faster. "You're lying," I said, voice low but firm. She tilted her head, a cool, controlled expression spreading across her face. "I'm not," she said evenly, though I could hear the faint edge of amusement as if testing me. I felt my knees weaken. I had trusted her. Every plan, every dream, every promise we had made, I had built my life around them. And now, what? Victoria took a deep breath and looked at me with those dazzling eyes I had once thought full of love. "I can't do this anymore," she said suddenly, and the words hit me harder than a physical blow. "I can't marry you. I found someone who truly understands me. Fang Yu, he sees me, really sees me in a way you never could." The words sliced through me like glass. The world tilted. My hands gripped the edge of the table, knuckles white. My mind spun. "You, what?" I managed to whisper. My voice was hoarse. This is insane. We've planned everything. You can't just..." "I can," she interrupted, sharp now. "I have to..." "I'm sorry, really. I didn't mean for it to happen like this, but it did." She smiled once more, cruelly calm. "Goodbye." Before I could respond, she turned on her heel and walked away. Each step echoed in the hall like a hammer on my chest. Guests, oblivious to the real chaos, clapped for the decorators, unaware of the disaster unfolding right in front of them. Leo stepped forward, placing a steady hand on my shoulder. "Hey, breathe. Don't do anything rash. You need to stay in control." I looked at him, seeing only the reflection of my own disbelief in his eyes. "Control? Leo, she just..." My voice broke. She just left me. For him. She left me. He shook his head slowly. I know. But you can't let this ruin you. Not now. Not ever. I stepped back, my chest heaving. The betrayal felt like fire eating through me from the inside. Every dream I had, every plan, every hope, it was gone. My heart ached, but beneath the ache was a new sensation, a surge of anger, sharp and bright. I watched Victoria disappear from the ballroom doors, the sunlight catching the edges of her hair, making her look like she was walking away from me and straight into someone else's arms. And then, I realized something that made my teeth clench and my fists ball. I would not crumble. I would not beg. I would rise. And I would make her regret ever underestimating me. Cliffhanger. I watch her walk out of my life. I feel a fire of anger I can't control. I sit in my apartment staring at my phone. The screen is alive with notifications. Hundreds, thousands. Every feed, every comment, every post seems to scream that I'm weak, controlling, insecure. I can't escape it. Every friend I thought I had is either silent or busy. My family's messages feel cautious now, hesitant, like they're second-guessing me. Leo Zhang paces behind me. Don't look at it all at once. Step away, breathe, focus. I can't, I snap. My fingers tap against the table. It's everywhere, Leo. They're saying I was abusive, possessive, jealous. All lies. How does she get away with this? He stops and leans against the wall, arms crossed. Victoria knows exactly what she's doing. You've got to stay calm. Losing your head won't help. Shake my head. .com. Doesn't fix betrayal. Calm doesn't fix humiliation. Calm doesn't stop my life from falling apart. Leo hesitates. Okay, but think strategically. You can't fight this with anger alone. I glance at the news feed again. Victoria is on a morning talk show. She's smiling, charming, polished, and subtly, almost playfully, she mentions me. I just wanted to follow my heart. Some people don't understand me the way Fang Yu does. That's all I'll say. My stomach drops. The world hears her voice. Millions of eyes. Millions of ears. And I can't respond. She's twisting everything, I mutter. My fingers CLE and CHING. Leo leans closer. They'll turn on you, but don't give them more ammo. Let's wait for the right move. I swallow hard. Wait. While she ruins me? My reputation, my family's pride, everything? The phone buzzes again. A notification from a gossip blog. Victoria Chen leaves Fiancée for pop idol Fang. Was he really the better man? I feel my chest tighten. Rage and helplessness swirl together. Everywhere. It's her version. No one asks me. Leo taps my shoulder. They will. You're too important to disappear quietly, but you have to control when and how. I pace. The walls feel smaller. My heart beats like a drum. I can't believe I'm here. A week ago, I was planning a life. A week ago, I thought trust meant something. Now, the world whispers I'm replaceable. The doorbell rings. I ignore it, but the buzzing phone won't stop. Another reporter calling. I pick up. Mr. Chen. The voice is low, almost urgent. I'm from Morning Star. Can I ask what happened with Victoria? Public opinion is intense. I laugh bitterly. What happened? She left. That's what happened. I don't need your permission to be humiliated. The reporter hesitates. I understand, sir, but people are talking. Social media is spinning it fast. They're saying you were controlling, jealous. The works. Are you going to respond? I slam the phone down. Respond? Respond to a lie? To a smear campaign that I can't stop? My hands shake. My mind spins. Every corner of my life feels invaded. Leo watches silently. Ignore it for now. Let it pass. We'll plan the next step. But keep your head. You can't burn bridges now. I rub my eyes. Bridges. Who cares about bridges? They're watching me fall. And the more I try to explain, the more Victoria smiles in front of the cameras. I open my laptop. Every tab is a mirror of my nightmare. Videos of Victoria laughing with Fang Yu, interviews where she subtly mocks me, posts from fans debating whose choice was better. I see my name used as a punchline. The betrayal isn't just personal, it's public, amplified, relentless. Leo crouches beside me, holding a folder. Here, contracts, emails, and some evidence for later. You need control, remember? I snatch it, flipping pages without reading. My focus is impossible. Every headline feels like a dagger. Every smiling picture from Victoria feels like mockery. I check my phone again. A new rumor spreads faster than wildfire, Victoria. Chen officially engaged to Fang Yu. Former fiancé disappears from social media. I bite my lip. Social media, blogs, news sites, they're all one chorus of my shame. I try to breathe. I try to think. Leo leans back, quiet now. You're stronger than this, even if it doesn't feel like it. Remember that. I glance at him, feeling some of his confidence seep into me. But it's fleeting. The anger is still hot, still raw. I can't eat, can't sleep, can't focus. My life is unraveling one tweet at a time. I stand abruptly. No, I won't just sit here. I won't let her control the story anymore. I have to. Something. Anything. Leo shakes his head gently. Yes, but calm. Strategy. Timing. I pace again. My mind races through options. Public statement? Press conference? Or wait for her to make a mistake? Every scenario feels like walking a tightrope over a pit of fire. Then my phone buzzes again. A reporter from a local outlet whispers through the lines, almost as if sharing a secret. She's out there flaunting Fang Yu, smiling while you're... I sit in the quiet corner of a small cafe, staring at my coffee without really seeing it. My hands shake slightly, still raw from the whirlwind of the last week. Social media, my family, friends, they all see me as weak. A joke. But here at least, I have a moment alone. Then she walks in. Alina Lee? Sharp eyes, confident stride, and a presence that somehow cuts through the heaviness around me. I don't know her well, but I've heard about her work screenplays that hit hard. Characters that linger in your mind. She sits down across from me, a faint smile on her lips. You look like hell, she says bluntly. I snort bitter. Thanks for the vote of confidence. She leans forward, resting her chin on her hand. Victoria Chen, right? That's the storm? I nod. Storm doesn't even cover it. She left me. Publicly. Everything is spinning out of control. And I don't know if I can even respond without making it worse. Lena studies me for a moment, then says softly, I get it. But wallowing won't fix this. You need a plan. A plan. I laugh bitterly. Alina, my life is a mess. Social media thinks I'm the villain. My family's distant. My friends are silent. Every move I make is scrutinized. What plan can I make? She taps her finger on the table. One where you're not reacting. One where you control the narrative, not the other way around. You have two options, strike publicly or rebuild quietly. Both are risky, but one gives you the upper hand later. I feel my chest tighten. Strike publicly. That sounds like a nightmare. Another scandal, more humiliation. She shakes her head. Not if you do it right. Think strategic. You don't have to beg for respect. You just need leverage. Leo's voice echoes in my mind. The stakes are higher than pride. Don't lose yourself over anger. I rub my temples. Anger is all I feel. The betrayal, the humiliation, it's unbearable. Every cell in my body screams to lash out, to make Victoria regret, to make the world see her cruelty. But Elena's words creep in. Strategy, leverage, patience. I want both revenge and vindication. But I also want to survive this without losing myself. Then I hear it. Faint but sharp, from a nearby table, Victoria's voice. Captured in a clip someone left on my phone. She's laughing, Casual, confident. I swear, she says, almost mockingly, he'll never rise again. Never. He's done for. My heart pounds. Every word is a knife. I didn't need someone to tell me she thought this way. But hearing it, it ignites something. Not just anger, but clarity. Alina watches me, her eyes patient. You heard that, didn't you? I nod slowly. I did. She really thinks I'm finished, that I can't recover. She leans closer, voice soft but firm. Good, let her think that. It's a mistake she'll regret. But the choice is yours. Do you react now, publicly, and risk more scandal, or do you move quietly, build your strength, and let karma handle the rest? I stare at my hands. The world is spinning. Social media, family, friends, enemies, they all expect me to crumble. Every instinct screams to strike back, to post, to leak, to confront. My pulse races at the thought of making Victoria regret her betrayal immediately. But I see her. I see her power, her fame, her control over the narrative. One wrong move, and I'm a joke again. And Leo's warning whispers in my mind, the stakes are higher than personal pride. I breathe. I feel the fire in my chest, the anger. It's tempting to lash out now, but I also feel Elena's calm confidence. She isn't just comforting me, she's offering a path forward. One where I don't lose myself. I glance at her, searching for judgment, but find only clarity. And if I choose patience, I ask, then you rebuild quietly, she says. Control the story. Plant seeds. Let the world forget the smear, then surprise them when you're ready. Victoria thinks she has power. Let her enjoy it. But mark my words, her arrogance will be her downfall. The idea of patience feels wrong. I want immediate justice. I want the fire of revenge. But I also want control. I want to rise stronger than her, smarter, untouchable. The cafe noise fades around me. All I hear is my heartbeat. Anger, humiliation, desire, they mix in a hot, tense cocktail. I think of social media, the whispers, my family, Jonathan Wu's smirks. Every step I've taken this week has been reactive. Every choice, a trap. I won't let it continue. I lift my head, determination sharpening my features. Elena's gaze meets mine. She doesn't speak, but I feel her understanding. She knows what I'm thinking. I glance at my phone again, watching Victoria's image in the clip. Her smile is smug. Her words cruel. She thinks she's won. She doesn't know what I've learned in these last few days. Patience can be as powerful as fury. Strategy can crush raw emotion. I have allies. I have ideas. And I have a fire she cannot extinguish. Leo's voice whispers in my memory one last time. Don't lose yourself over pride. Use the fire. I lean back in my chair, exhaling slowly. My mind clears. The anger is still there, but it's focused. I won't beg. I won't whine. I won't react on impulse. Instead, I will craft my own path to power. Cliffhanger. I decide I won't beg for respect. I will craft my own path to power. I meet Alina in a quiet office downtown, a small space cluttered with scripts, coffee cups, and scattered storyboards. The world outside feels heavy, but here, there's focus. We don't waste words. Are you serious about this? She asks, flipping through a draft. I nod. I can't sit and watch Victoria crush me. I need a project, something big. Something that puts me back in control. Alina smirks. Big? Like steal the headlines big? Or subtle karma big? Both, I say. I want headlines, but I don't want to be reckless. We do this smart. Build a film that can rival anything she touches. She leans back, fingers tapping. Smart. Risky. I like it. Investors will bite if we present a strong concept. But you know how politics work boardrooms? Back channels? Hidden agendas? I sigh. I know, but I have to start somewhere. I can't wait for karma to hit. I need leverage, proof that I'm more than a scandal, We schedule meetings with potential investors. I sit across from them, hands folded, voice steady. I pitch our story idea, highlighting its unique angle. Alina adds her insight, her words precise, confident. An investor frowns. And what makes you think you can compete with someone like Victoria Chen? She's untouchable in the market right now. I meet his gaze. Untouchable? Maybe, but stars rise and fall, and I'm building something that lasts. Not hype, substance, integrity. He studies me for a long moment, then nods. All right, I'll consider it. Alina gives me a small, satisfied smile. See, they can't ignore you when you come prepared. They can't control your story. Back at the office, Leo updates me on social media. He's been quietly tracking shifts in public perception. Some posts are picking up sympathy, he says. Subtle leaks, stories framed positively. People are starting to see you as wronged, not weak. I nod, feeling the fire in my chest burn steadier. Each small victory strengthens me. Every subtle shift in public opinion is proof that I can reclaim control. Then Alina introduces me to Margaret Lin, a PR strategist known for turning crises into opportunities. Margaret's presence is calm, precise, almost surgical. You want the world on your side, she says. I can help. Spin the narrative. Make them root for you even when they're used to seeing you as a loser. I raise an eyebrow. And you're trustworthy? She smirks. Trust is earned, but I have a record. I help people rise without them realizing it. We'll craft the story, leak it strategically, and Victoria won't see it coming. Leo whispers in my ear, cautious. Careful. Timing is everything. One misstep, and it blows back. I nod. Timing, strategy, patience. The lesson from Alina. The reminder from Leo. It all clicks together. We start planning the project in detail. Scripts, storyboards, teasers, investor pitches. Every meeting feels like a chess match. I have to anticipate every move, every question, every doubt. Alina watches me during one late session. You're different now, she says. More focused. Less reactive. Anger isn't controlling you. It's guiding you. I glance at her. I don't feel like I have the luxury of patience most days, but you're right. I can't let blind fury ruin this. In a private conversation with Margaret Lin, we discuss planting subtle leaks on line images from the set. Behind-the-scenes videos, messages highlighting my commitment and vision. Every post is carefully crafted, vague enough to pique curiosity, strong enough to inspire public sympathy, Margaret says. We make the public see you as the real talent, the victim, the one with integrity. Victoria will be the villain, whether she wants it or not. I feel a surge of satisfaction. This is the first time in a week that I feel like I have a hand on the wheel. Not controlling Victoria directly, but controlling the way the world sees me. Days blur into nights as we continue building. Investor meetings, strategy sessions, social media monitoring. Each step, each choice, brings me closer to a public image that isn't defined by humiliation. I start noticing small changes, comments turning supportive, friends messaging cautiously, a journalist asking to meet. Momentum begins to shift. Yet, Victoria's shadow still looms. Every headline about our project is tempered by a reminder of her fame. She still dominates the narrative. She's still the one everyone talks about. Every positive step I take is measured against her presence. One afternoon, I step out of the office for air, phone in hand. Social media scrolls past mentions of Victoria, photos with Fang Yu, articles highlighting her new project. The world still watches her. But I notice faint cracks, opinions shifting, questions rising about her choices, subtle doubts forming. It's small, but it's real. Leo stands beside me. It's happening slowly, but it's happening. I nod. I can feel it, but we can't stop. Not yet. Back at my desk, a message pings. I glance down, heart skipping. The sender, Victoria Chen. The words flash on the screen. You'll never beat me at this game. I feel a cold thrill, a mixture of anger and clarity. She thinks she has the upper hand. She doesn't know the half of it. Every meeting, every leak. Every strategic move is building toward a reckoning she can't anticipate. I stare at the message, fingers trembling slightly. The fire in my chest burns hotter. I type nothing. Delete the urge to reply. Strategy, patience, timing. I've learned my lesson. She thinks she's untouchable. Alina leans over my shoulder, reading the message. Her eyes gleam. Good. She underestimates you. That's the advantage. I nod, swallowing the rush of emotion. Advantage, power, patience. I feel it all click together. I have a plan, allies I can trust, momentum forming, and a world ready to see my side when the time is right. Margaret steps closer, voice low. She's confident now. That's perfect. Her arrogance will be her undoing. I breathe in deeply, feeling the tension in my shoulders loosen just slightly. For the first time since the engagement shattered, I feel control, not total, not complete, but real. Enough to act, enough to win when the moment comes. I glance at the growing stack of scripts and notes on my desk. Each page, each idea is a step away from humiliation, a step toward redemption. I feel my pulse settle. The fire is steady now, not wild, not chaotic. Dash, guided. Leo watches me, quiet, patient. You're ready for the next move? He says softly. I nod. Yes, I'm ready. This is just the beginning. Cliffhanger. My phone buzzes. Again, another message from Victoria. You'll never beat me at this game. I wake up to a storm online. My phone vibrates constantly. Notifications, comments, messages, all of them pointing at me. Something's wrong. Something big. Leo slides into the office with a grave look. You need to see this, he says, holding his tablet. I grab it, my chest tightening. A private conversation I had with Jonathan Wu, meant for strategy purposes only, is circulating online. My words, twisted, made me sound arrogant, petty, even ruthless. I freeze. Jonathan. Did you? Leo shakes his head. I don't know if it's him yet, but the timing is too perfect. It screams internal leak. Rage floods me. Betrayal tastes bitter. I thought I could trust him. I trusted Jonathan. We had shared late-night calls, discussed investments, planned moves against Victoria's influence, and he threw it all to the wolves. I slammed the tablet on the desk. He's trying to ruin me before I even get a chance to strike back. Leo steps closer. Control your anger. If you act rashly, he wins. You need strategy, not fury. I pace. My mind races. How could someone so close betray me? How many others are waiting to stab me in the back? The betrayal is personal, and yet public opinion will treat it as weakness. The office door opens quietly. A calm voice interrupts. I can help. I look up. Dr. Angela Wu steps in, clipboard in hand, calm as ever. Her presence is steady, almost grounding. I'd met her before at a brief strategy consultation, but today she looks different, more involved, more decisive. Dr. Wu, I didn't expect. I start, unsure if she's here as support or as another messenger of bad news. I know what happened, she says, scanning the tablet. Leaks, internal sabotage. Emotional stress can ruin your judgment. That's why you need to stay composed. I snort. Stay composed? My private conversation is viral. Everyone I trusted might be against me. Angela steps closer, voice firm but soft. Exactly. And that's why you can't let emotion guide you. Identify allies. Separate the opportunists from those who truly support you. Then act. I run my hands through my hair, frustration rising. I don't even know who's loyal anymore. You will, she says. Start small. Who has helped consistently? Leo, Alina, Margaret Lynn. They matter. The rest, they're expendable. I exhale sharply. She's right. I have allies. I have a team that believes in me, even if a few snakes lurk in the grass. Leo leans over. I tracked the initial shares. It spread from someone inside our meetings. Jonathan's fingerprints are all over it. But he's not the only one who could profit. Victoria's PR team is amplifying the scandal like fuel on a fire. I feel a twist of panic, then determination. So it's both internal and external. A coordinated attack. They want me down before I even get a chance to rise. Angela nods. Exactly. That's why we focus on control. Information is power. Handle your narrative, leak strategically, and regain momentum. Pace again. Rage simmers, but her words give me a channel. Strategy. Focus. Karma doesn't have to wait for chance. I can craft it. The tablet buzzes again. New posts, new comments, each subtly twisting my words, attacking my character. I feel eyes on me, judgment forming everywhere. Even some friends I thought were supportive have shared the leak with snide remarks. Public perception is turning against me. I clench my fists. I won't let this define me. I won't. Angela places a hand lightly on my shoulder. Good. Use the emotion, not let it consume you. Remember, your response defines who wins, not the leak itself. I nod, absorbing her words. I realize she's right. Rage is fuel, but strategy is fire. I need to plan my next moves carefully, Leo whispers. We should trace the source more thoroughly. If Jonathan is behind it, he's desperate. Desperate men make mistakes. I bite my lip. Yes. Mistakes. We'll catch him, and everyone who thinks they can undermine me. Angela glances at me, eyes steady. Also, remember to manage stress. Your health, your clarity there, your secret weapons. Don't let the scandal destroy you before you act. I take a deep breath, feeling tension leave my shoulders just slightly. Her calm is contagious. I realize I need balance. Fury to drive action, calm to guide it. The phone buzzes again. Another social media alert. Victoria's army of fans is now commenting, sharing the leaks, praising her indirectly, mocking me directly. The humiliation is unbearable, but it's also a proving ground. Every insult, every twisted headline becomes a challenge to overcome. Leo says quietly. We have our allies, and we have the narrative we can control. But you need to accept that some of this is chaos beyond your reach. Focus on what you can influence. I nod, thinking of Alina, Margaret, and Angela. They are the constants in a storm of betrayal. I can trust them. The rest. Opportunists waiting for a weak moment, I won't give them one. I pull out my notebook and start listing steps. Regain public trust. Tighten investor meetings, leak small wins to the press. Monitor Jonathan's moves. Anticipate Victoria's reactions. Each action is a step toward reclaiming control. Then a sudden thought hits me, sharp and cold. The leak wasn't random. It wasn't just Jonathan being careless. Someone orchestrated it. Someone wanted me humiliated before my comeback could even begin. I feel my chest tighten. Anger, fear, and resolve all collide. Whoever did this is calculating. They think they can control the game, but I will play it better. Angela notices my expression. You've realized the pattern. I nod slowly. Yes, this isn't just betrayal. It's strategy, a trap, and I will find the trap setter. Leo leans back, voice low. Then let's prepare. Timing is everything. I glance at the tablet, at the posts, at the swirling chaos that should have crushed me. Instead, I feel a cold clarity. They may have tried to break me, but they've only sharpened my focus. I think of Elena's words from last week, Margaret's strategic advice, and Angela's calm guidance. All the pieces are in place. It's time to separate the loyal from the opportunists. Expose the manipulators and rebuild stronger than ever. The world is watching. Victoria is smiling in photos. Jonathan thinks he's won. But they don't know how carefully I plan. They don't know the storm building behind my eyes. I close the tablet and take a deep breath. Every betrayal, every insult, every leak hits fuel, and I will turn it into momentum cliffhanger. I realize the leak wasn't random. Someone wants me down before my comeback. The gala hall is dazzling. Crystal chandeliers, red carpets, flashing cameras. I feel a surge of nerves and adrenaline at once. This is the night everyone will notice me or destroy me. Leo leans close. Remember, your goal tonight isn't to react. It's to control the narrative. I nod, gripping my glass of water like it's armor. But my stomach twists. Victoria is here. Finu is here. The air between us is electric, full of tension that could snap at any second. I catch sight of Victoria across the room. She's radiant, smiling at everyone, but I see it the little smirk when she glances at me. I overhear her whisper to someone. Near the stage, tonight he'll choke. He won't even see it coming. Heat rises in my chest. She thinks she's already won. That arrogance is dangerous, but it also fuels me. I feel my pulse quicken. Alina touches my arm gently. Okay. I force a smile. I'm fine. She tilts her head, reading me like always. Fine doesn't mean calm. I glance down, catching myself fidgeting with my cuff. I have a choice tonight. Alina raises an eyebrow. Which one? I whisper almost to myself. I can. Confront them. Expose Victoria and Feng Yu publicly. Make them feel a fraction of the humiliation I've felt. Or I trail off, my gaze drifting toward the stage where the gala host checks the microphone. I can quietly reveal the project Alina and I have worked on. Let it speak for itself. Alina nods. One is reckless. One is tactical. I bite my lip. Pride screams for confrontation. Rage wants the spotlight, wants the world to see them crumble. But my mind warns me. If I lash out, I risk being humiliated again. Every camera, every journalist, every social media post will turn against me if I fail. Leo whispers in my ear. Remember what Angela said? Control emotion, control outcome. This is your stage, but not theirs. I swallow hard. The temptation to storm the stage is nearly overwhelming. I imagine it, Victoria, frozen, Feng Yu surprised, the audience gasping. But then I picture the backlash if I stumble. It's the headline screaming scandal at gala. Ex-fiancé loses control. My chest tightens. A server passes by. I barely notice. The champagne glass in my hand, my phone buzzes with an anonymous message. They're planning something for you. Be careful. I glance at Alina. They're planning to humiliate me tonight. She nods knowingly. We expected that. Your move can still be silent. Let your project be the hammer. I close my eyes for a moment. My mind flashes back to all the betrayals, the leak from Jonathan, Victoria flaunting Feng Yu public. Attacks online. Each one is a reminder. Revenge through confrontation feels good in the moment, but strategy wins the war. Leo touches my shoulder again. Have your allies. Use them. You can stage this for maximum impact without giving them. The satisfaction of seeing you crack. I exhale slowly. Strategy. Patience. I can do this. I can win on my terms. But a part of me aches to yell, to expose them in front of everyone. To let the world see the betrayal, the lies, the manipulation. I glance toward the media table.
Cynthia.
Gao is here, notebook in hand. She's loyal. She'll report fairly if I guide the narrative. I think about Margaret Lin, who arranged the PR subtly, planting stories without anyone noticing. Alina, of course, has the project ready R, secret weapon, polished, dazzling, irresistible. My heart hammers. The gala begins. The host announces the first awards. Cameras shift constantly, flashes punctuating my nerves. I see Victoria laughing with Feng Yu, looking unstoppable. I want to storm over and say something sharp, something that cuts through the glamour. But then I hear Alina whisper, almost in my ear, "Let it speak. You don't need to shout. They underestimate you because you've been silent." That silence is louder than words. I bite the inside of my cheek. The project, the work we poured ourselves into. Tonight it's ready. Public confrontation would satisfy my pride, but our masterpiece could annihilate their advantage quietly and irreversibly. A waiter passes. and I notice a small envelope on my plate. I pick it up. It's from Margaret Lynn. Inside, a tiny note. All eyes are on you. Timing is perfect. Don't give them a moment to anticipate. I fold it back carefully. Strategy, patience, control. Every betrayal, every whispered insult, every leak has led to this. If I act now calmly, silently, the impact will be total. Leo whispers, remember, victory doesn't have to be loud. Make it inevitable. I glance toward Victoria again. She's still smirking, chatting with Feng Yu, completely unaware of the quiet storm approaching. Her confidence is her weakness. I feel a thrill of anticipation. The gala host announces the next segment, a live preview of upcoming projects. My pulse jumps. This is it. Our secret masterpiece will appear on the screen. The room will watch. The cameras will capture every reaction. The whispers, the gasps, the applause, it will all be evidence. Evidence of our skill, our vision, our rise. I turn slightly to Alina. Are you ready? She nods, her eyes fierce, determined, more than ever. I take a deep breath, feeling the adrenaline mixed with control, the temptation to confront, to shout, to humiliate Victoria in front of everyone is still there. I feel the old fire, that primal urge to strike back personally. But I feel something else, stronger, calm, deliberate, deadly. This is my moment. To take the high ground, to let the work speak. To make the world see my triumph without giving them the satisfaction of a public fight. Leo nudges me slightly. Go, the stage is yours. I swallow hard, feeling the weight of every choice I've made, every betrayal I've endured. Pride whispers to me, urging rashness. Strategy calls louder. I step toward the stage, shoulders squared, heart racing, mind sharp, cameras swivel toward me. The room quiets. The gala audience waits, unknowing that a quiet storm is about to hit. My pulse thunders in my ears. Every eye in this room is mine to command, every reaction mine to shape. It's the opportunity. Is here, now, and I won't waste it. Cliffhanger. I choose strategy. I will make my move, but on my terms. Alina and I sit in the dim studio, screens glowing in front of us. The teaser is finally ready. Every frame, every cut, every sound is perfect. My heart hammers. This is our moment. I can't believe we actually pulled it off, Alina says. Leaning back, her eyes shining. We did, I reply, trying to keep my voice steady. But it's only the start. People will judge it in minutes. She smiles faintly. Judgment is inevitable. Let's just make sure it swings in our favor. I hit the upload button. The teaser goes live. Immediately notifications flood my phone. Comments, shares, retweets. My pulse races. I scan them quickly. Positive reactions appear. Fans are curious, excited. My story starts gaining sympathy. Quietly, subtly, Leo bursts in, holding his tablet. Look at this. Social media is buzzing. People are talking in our favor for the first time. I take the tablet, scrolling fast. Posts comparing our project to Victoria's upcoming film pop. Up. Some fans are even questioning Victoria's choices. A small, sharp thrill runs through me. The first sign of momentum, Alina leans close, whispering, "See? The tide is turning, slowly. Don't let it go to your head." I nod, but I feel something. Else confidence. The sting from past humiliation dulls, replaced by a sense of control. Our work speaks, and people are listening. It's subtle, but it's real. Suddenly my phone buzzes again. Cynthia Gao, the journalist I met last month. I want to cover your story. Honestly, no spin, no fluff. I grin. Sure, I'm sure. The truth is compelling enough. Your journey, the betrayal, your project, it all matters. People want honesty, not gossip. Good. Let's meet tomorrow. I want it framed right. I put my phone down, feeling momentum. Build. Every positive reaction adds weight to my plan. Victoria still dominates headlines, but cracks are showing. Even a tiny gap feels like a victory. Leo points at the screen. See those fan threads? They're starting to question Victoria. Some even say she might have rushed in to fong you. I laugh softly. Finally, maybe people are starting to notice her. Instability. Alina tilts her head. Careful, don't underestimate her. Victoria will notice this shift. She'll try to counterattack. I shrugged, but inwardly my mind is racing. I already sense the next steps. Every post, every reaction is a small chess move. The game is shifting, but the enemy is still powerful. Her fame still overshadows mine. Every cautious step matters. Lean back, rubbing my temples. This is the first win, but I can't celebrate yet. It's minor. I need a bigger impact soon. Alina nods. Exactly. We have the tools. Social media. Press your allies. Timing is everything. I glance at Leo. Keep tracking responses. Every shift, every comment, every reaction. Need precise data? He nods immediately. On it, the room hums with quiet tension. Every notification, every like feels like a heartbeat. We're no longer completely invisible, but we aren't dominant yet. Then, I receive an email. Anonymous. No sender. Subject. Warning. I click it cautiously. The message is short, but it hits me cold. Someone is planning to sabotage your project. Watch your next step carefully. I feel my chest tighten. My stomach twists. Threats are one thing. Sabotage is another. Someone wants to destroy the progress I've fought for. Alina, I say, showing her the message. Someone's targeting us. They don't want this project to succeed. She reads it carefully. We expected resistance, but this, it's serious. We need to tighten security, limit leaks, watch every step. I feel a flash of rage. After, everything Victoria, Feng Yu. Jonathan Wu, someone thinks they can stop me. Leo leans in. We need to trace the source. Whoever sent this knows something we don't. Could be insider, could be external. Either way, it's a threat we can't ignore. I pace the room, heart racing. Strategy whispers in my mind. Panic is useless. Control is everything. I act. Rashly, they'll win. If I act smart, I can turn this threat into an advantage. I look at Alina. We've come this far. We can't let them ruin it now, not when the tide is turning. She nods firmly. Exactly. Let's turn it into fuel. Every attempt to sabotage us will backfire. We'll be ready. I check social media again. The comments are still buzzing. Positively. Even with this warning, the energy is shifting. Fans are starting to rally quietly. Momentum is fragile, but it exists. Victoria will see this, I murmur. She noticed the shift, and she'll panic. That's when we strike. Bigger. Alina smiles faintly. Patience. Timing. We keep our cards close until the moment is perfect. I take a deep breath, trying to steady my thoughts. My heart still pounds from the gala, the teaser launch, the shifting tides. Every step is measured, every reaction considered. One wrong move and all of it collapses. I glance at Leo. I need you on every front. Monitor reactions, rumors, anything that could hint at sabotage. Nothing slips past you. He nods. Understood. I'll be your eyes and ears. I feel a surge of gratitude. Even in chaos, having loyal allies gives me strength. Alina, Leo, Cynthia, they form the shield around my focus, letting me channel energy into the plan. The email lingers in my mind. Who sent it? Why now? Is it Victoria trying to preempt our rise? Is Jonathan plotting another betrayal? Or someone else entirely? The thought fuels both caution and fire. I can't ignore it. I also can't let it paralyze me. Every second counts. The teaser is live, fans are watching, reactions are building. My rise is underway, but danger is shadowing every step. I pick up my phone again, scanning messages and social media. Each positive comment reinforces the choice I made. Patience. Strategy, controlled exposure. Victory won't be instant, but it will be inevitable. Alina leans closer. Ready for the next step? I meet her eyes. Leo gives me a thumbs up from across the room. We've got your back. Nothing surprises us. I nod. feeling the mix of anxiety and exhilaration. Momentum is ours, but the battle is far from over. Every victory attracts new threats. Every small triumph demands vigilance. Then my eyes catch something pinned to the corner of the studio desk. A small slip of paper. No name, just words written in sharp black ink. Your rise will be destroyed if you ignore me. My blood runs cold. Cliffhanger. I find an anonymous note warning me of a sabotage attempt. Someone wants my rise destroyed. I close the door behind me and finally let out a long breath. Elena is sitting on the couch, her notebook open, eyes focused but soft. I drop onto the chair across from her. I can't stop thinking about Victoria, I admit.
Wait.
She makes every smile she gives. It's all calculated. Elena nods slowly. I've seen it. But you can't let it control you. You have your own moves now. I stare at her. Her calmness, her confidence, it's grounding. I don't know if I can do this without making mistakes. Every step feels like a minefield. She leans forward. That's why you have me. You don't have to carry it alone. I feel a strange warmth in my chest. Something beyond gratitude. Something dangerous. I trust you. More than anyone right now. Elena's lips twitch into a small smile. Good. Trust is the first step. The rest comes later. I exhale, trying to focus. We need to know exactly what Jonathan is up to. He's not just sitting back. He wants to manipulate investors, weaken our project. Leo bursts in, holding his tablet like it's a bomb. You were right. He's contacting multiple investors, offering inside info on our project, trying to scare them off. I snatch the tablet. Sure enough, there are emails, messages, phone logs. His plan is clear. Create doubt, reduce confidence, make people pull funding. He's desperate, I mutter. And dangerous. We can't ignore this. Elena taps her notebook. We can counteract it. Transparency, strategic leaks, credible sources. We turn his lies against him. I nod, heart pounding. The maze of deceit is exhausting. But with Elena, I feel less alone. She's sharp, precise, and completely loyal. A lifeline. Leo looks up. We need to move fast. If investors pull out, the teaser's momentum dies. Victoria will capitalize on it. I grit my teeth. Then we act today. Every call, every email, every post needs to be controlled. No slip-ups. Elena's gaze softens, but her tone stays sharp. I'll help you. Every step. I'll keep you from doing something stupid in anger. I let out a short laugh. I might need more than that, but I'll take it. We spend hours going through strategies, timelines, potential, leaks, responses to possible attacks. I realize how much I've been holding back, trying to fight alone. Elena's presence changes that. It's not weakness, it's strength. I glance at the window. Through the glass, I see flashes of cameras from the media. Victoria is posing, smiling perfectly for the lenses. The public sees a flawless, confident actress, but my gut tells me something different. Her facade is thin. Elena follows my gaze. She's scared. You're shifting the narrative, slowly but surely. I lean back, letting the realization sink in. Victoria, with all her fame, her influence, she can be shaken. And I am the one shaking her. Then my phone vibrates. It's a recorded clip from a surveillance feed Leo set up. My blood runs cold as I hear Victoria, in a hushed voice, speaking to someone. I underestimated him. He's moving faster than I thought. This could get messy. I freeze. Her words aren't public. No cameras, no social media. But I hear. It clear as day? Elena notices my expression. What is it? Press play again. Her voice, quiet but confident, carries through my phone. She knows now. She knows I'm a threat. My chest tightens. Rage, vindication, and thrill mix together. Finally, she sees me not as the broken, humiliated fiancé, but as someone she cannot control. Leo frowns. This changes things. If she knows you're serious, she'll start counterattacking harder. I nod. Let her try. I've got a strategy, and I've got allies I can trust. She's not the only one with power anymore. Lena reaches out, resting her hand over mine. You're ready. You just need to believe it. I squeeze her hand. That small touch grounds me. In a world of betrayal, lies, and manipulation, I finally feel solid, safe even. And for the first time since Victoria left, I feel capable of more than just surviving. I can win. The weight of all the schemes, the threats, the social games, suddenly it doesn't feel insurmountable. Not with Alina, not with Leo, and not with my own resolve. I glance back at the screens, the rising public interest, the tentative support, the tiny shifts in narrative. Momentum is building. And Victoria, she's realizing quietly that she misjudged me. I lean back, letting a slow smile creep across my face. She thinks she knows me. She has no idea. Elena smirks. Good. Let her underestimate you. It'll be her biggest mistake. I nod, my mind already racing ahead, plotting steps, anticipating reactions, preparing for the next move. Every calculated action, every tiny victory brings me closer to the ultimate goal, turning betrayal into triumph. Then faint, but unmistakable, I hear it again. Through the security feed, Victoria's voice whispers with irritation and surprise, almost to herself. I underestimated him. My stomach tightens. A thrill, sharp and electric. She knows. Now the game gets real. Cliffhanger. I hear Victoria say in a private call that she underestimated me. I'm in my office, staring at my laptop, when Leo bursts in, eyes wide. Check this out, he says, sliding a tablet toward me. Victoria's leaked, big time. I lean over and scroll through the feed. My stomach tightens. Fang Yu's PR. Team released a series of photos, private texts, and backstage recordings. Victoria's perfect image is cracking. Fans are questioning her motives. Even her sponsors are making cautious statements. This is unexpected, I mutter. My mind races. Public perception is shifting finally in my favor, even if slightly. Leo smirks. Slightly. It's huge. People are starting to doubt her. Pick up my phone and start drafting a post, then stop. Strategy first. Let them stew. Let the cracks widen naturally, Elena, I call. She picks up immediately. You see this? Every headline, she replies, calm but excited. Empire is wobbling. Good timing for our next move. I tap my fingers on the table. Timing. Yes. But we need leverage. Something they can't ignore. Elena pauses. Do you have anything in mind? I glance at my inbox. A flagged message catches my eye. Subject line, from Fang Yu, personal disclosure. I open it. My heart thumps. He admits it. Never truly loved Victoria. So everything was for image and publicity. I reread the lines. She was never real to him. None of it. Lena leans over my shoulder. You've got fire now. This can shift everything in your favor. I nod. Fists tightening. We use it smartly. Not to humiliate recklessly, but to make the world see what's always been hidden. Truth has weight. Leo frowns. Don't get carried away. Public exposure can backfire. Timing is key. I know, I say. Every step has to be precise, but she's vulnerable. And Fang, you just handed us a weapon. I start mapping out the plan. Small, strategic releases of information.
All right.
Seed doubt on social media. Quietly tip journalists without drawing attention to ourselves. The public see cracks before the media calls them a scandal. Alina leans back, fingers steepled. The perfect play is subtle. She thinks she's still winning, while we pull the strings. I feel a thrill. Finally, control is in my hands. For months, I was the target. I am the strategist. The game is mine to manipulate. Then my phone buzzes. It's a notification from a financial news site. Jonathan Wu's article goes live. The headline reads, Rising star projects collide. Who will survive the industry shakeup? Click it. Jonathan writes between the lines veiled threats. Reminders of my scandal, but I notice his tone has shifted. He's wary, calculating, afraid. The first tremor of fear from him cracks through my satisfaction. Alina, I mutter. Jonathan's nervous. He knows something's coming. She smiles faintly. Good. Let him sweat. Let the world watch him squirm. I lean back, eyes narrowing at Victoria's smiling face plastered across my feed. Her usual confidence is there, but behind it, I sense panic. The cracks are small, but they're widening. Every fan doubting, every sponsor pausing, every whisper online, its momentum building against her. I tap my fingers, imagining the perfect sequence. The information drops, journalists pick it up, Fang use admissions, circulate Victoria's. Smile falters, and I remain calm in the eye of the storm. Leo points to the screen. You're smiling too much. Are you enjoying this? I chuckle softly. No, I'm focused. Enjoyment comes later, when the game is won. Alina leans forward. The real twist will be when she realizes she underestimated you not just socially, but emotionally, strategically. I close my eyes for a second. Months of humiliation, betrayal, and plotting have led here. I've been patient, I've been careful, now all the pieces align. A sudden ping interrupts my thoughts. Another email, anonymous brief. She's weak. Now strike. I glance at Elena. She raises an eyebrow. Careful. Now that could be a trap or encouragement. Either way, we wait. I nod. Patience is part of the power. Rushing would ruin it. Let her feel secure. Let her think she still controls the narrative. Then strike. The thrill pulses through me. For the first time, I don't feel fear. I feel anticipation, clarity, and cold focus. Every humiliation, every whisper of doubt, every betrayal that fuels me. Leo leans back in his chair. You're really going to do it, huh? I smirk. Yes, but on my terms. Carefully, precisely, without begging, without mercy. Alina scribbles. Notes, her eyes on me. Good. Keep that edge. The moment we strike, it has to be decisive. I stare at Victoria's photos online. Smiling, flawless, public darling. But behind the lens, cracks widen. Lies are unraveling. The world is slowly learning. And I have the power to guide it. I feel it deep in my gut. This is more than revenge. It's validation. Justice. Closure. My mind races ahead, planning sequences, predicting reactions, timing everything like a chess master. Every move I've made, every ally I've gathered, every subtle social maneuver, it's all converging. And then I realize it. The weight of it hits me with sudden clarity. I am holding the key to public revenge. The leverage, the truth, the strategy, it's all mine. Cliffhanger. I realize I hold the key to public revenge and the power to shatter Victoria entirely. I pace the hotel suite, Alina beside me, scripts and schedules spread across the table. Are you sure this teaser is aggressive enough? I ask. Alina taps her pen. It's perfect, it's subtle, but everyone will notice the contrast. Victoria won't know what hit her. I glance at the live feed list. Margaret Lynn is coordinating every outlet blog, social media, online magazines. She won't see it coming, I murmur, excitement rising. Leo shakes his head, but a grin tugs at his lips. You're playing a dangerous game, public exposure. Like this one wrong move, and it could backfire. I shrug. I'm done playing safe. This is my moment. I'm done waiting. Lena leans closer. Remember, we're not humiliating. We're exposing truths. Her fans will notice the cracks without us pointing them out. I nod, heart racing. Exactly. It's all psychological. Let her panic quietly. Let her scramble. Margaret calls from the next room. Camera crews are in position. Press is briefed. Social channels will start trending the moment you step on stage. I close my eyes, picturing Victoria's expression when the teasers start circulating. The smug confidence she always wears gone. Doubt will creep in, fear will follow. Then my phone buzzes. Jonathan Wu. I swipe it open. He's asking for a private meeting before the event. I meet him in the lounge, away from cameras. He smiles nervously. I hear your teaser is bold. I stare at him. Are you with me, Jonathan, or against me? His eyes flicker. I'm loyal, always. Lean in always, huh? Remember last time you leaked a private conversation? Loyalty means action, not just words. His jaw tightens. I get it. You'll have my support, good, I say. One wrong move and you'll regret it. Not threats, just reality. I leave him there, anxiety hidden behind a calm exterior. This is power. Control. Every move counts. Back in the suite, Alina is adjusting the teaser's timing. It goes live in 5 minutes, she whispers. You ready? I nod. Let's do it. The teaser launches. Notifications explode instantly. Social media hums with activity. Comments, shares, messages, all pointing to the clever contrast. Between our project and Victoria's upcoming film, I watch the analytics rise. Subtle, yet undeniable. Victoria's followers begin questioning her choices. The first hints of doubt appear in online forums. I can almost hear her scrambling behind the camera. Alina smiles. It's working. People are noticing, but she hasn't reacted yet. I sip water, heart still pounding. This is just the start. Watch how it escalates. Margaret Lynn's call comes in. Press loves it. The narrative is shifting. Everyone's talking about your strategy. Even mainstream outlets are picking it up. I smirk. Exactly what we planned. Leo leans against the wall. Careful. Don't let success make you sloppy. She'll strike back. I shake my head. She can try. No idea what's coming next. The crowd outside starts murmuring as cameras pan across the event hall. I step onto the stage with Alina, feeling the adrenaline. This is our performance as much as it is a strategic strike. Whispers of regret begin to filter through Victoria's fanbase. Comments about her arrogance, her rushed choices. She's losing the edge she once had. I feel satisfaction, but I keep it buried. Calm is more powerful than excitement. Then I hear movement behind the crowd. My eyes catch him. Feng Yu, standing at the back of the hall, perfectly composed, a cold smile across his face. I freeze for a fraction of a second, heart skipping. He's not supposed to be here. Not now. Alina notices my glance. Who? She murmurs, I don't. Answer immediately. My mind races. He's smiling. Yes, but there's intent there. Calculated. Dangerous. He's here to interfere, to assert control, or maybe to test me. I grip the podium. Every instinct screams caution. He's a wild card I hadn't accounted for. A reminder that control is never absolute. Margaret's voice comes in my earpiece. He's not part of the plan. You need to manage this carefully. I take a deep breath. Understood. Keep everything on schedule. No deviations. Feng Yu steps forward, entering the frame of cameras, unnoticed by most attendees. His presence sends a ripple through the crowd. The energy changes instantly. I glance at Alina. Stay focused. This is still our moment. Adapt. Don't panic. It watches me, that cold smile never leaving his face. It's a challenge, a warning. I feel the tension spike. This is bigger than I anticipated. Every calculated move, every public perception tweak, he could throw it off with a single statement or action. I glance at the teaser screen. It continues to play. Social buzz builds. But Feng Yu's eyes are on me, and suddenly I know. This is not just a public event anymore. This is a battlefield. I straighten, forcing calm into my voice. Ladies and gentlemen, I begin. Welcome to the future of storytelling. But my mind is already racing, planning, calculating how to handle this unexpected rival in real time. Cliffhanger. A shocking new rival enters. Feng Yu appears at my event, smiling coldly. I slip through the press corridor, keeping Alina close. The cameras flash non-stop, but my eyes are on Feng Yu. He's talking to a journalist in a quiet corner, his voice just audible. She'll never know I was behind half of this. All publicity. I overhear him say, my stomach twists. He admits that he manipulated Victoria's emotions, every smile, every subtle confession, purely for attention. Alina notices my pause. What is it? She whispers, concern creeping into her voice. I shake. My head. Feng Yu. He admits it. He used her for publicity. It's every move she made. I can exploit it now. Her hand brushes mine. You okay? You don't have to react yet. I nod slowly, letting the information sink in. Rage mixes with satisfaction. Karma is finally moving. Don't have to fight brute force. The truth does it for me. We step closer. Pretending to interview for the cameras, my mind races. Every social post, every fan comment can now be nudged in my favor. Victoria has no idea what's coming. Leo's call buzzes. Everything looks stable, but Feng Yu's presence is causing murmurs. He could interfere. I smirk. That's fine. Let him watch the collapse. He's part of the unraveling now.
Margaret.
Lynn appears beside me. Social chatter is growing. Victoria's fans are noticing inconsistencies in her story. Rumors about Feng Yu's influence are surfacing too. I feel the first genuine pulse of calm since the scandal. Alina smiles at me. See, you're still in control. You've learned to let the game play out itself. I glance at her, grateful. It's not just about the project anymore. It's about everything she thought she could control. I'm done. Chasing her shadow, I'm building something stronger. We weave through the crowd. Victoria stands nearby, perfectly posed for cameras, but I notice the subtle tension in her eyes. She's losing her grip. She adjusts her necklace nervously, laughs a second too long at a photographer's joke. My heart pounds at the satisfaction of silent victory. A press assistant approaches me. Chen Feng Yu's statements are being recorded. He admitted to engineering Victoria's public moves. I nod. Good. Let the record show. Elena leans close. This changes everything. Public perception, timing. Your comeback will be unstoppable now. I glance at Victoria. Her assistant whispers something into her ear. She frowns and glances around, catching Feng Yu in conversation. The smile she usually wears falters for just a heartbeat. Maul cracks. But enough. Leo appears, holding a tablet. Analytics are picking up. Even her fans are questioning her choices. Comments about her arrogance are spreading. I lean back, feeling the surge of control. And all we did was stay calm. We let truth do the work. Margaret checks her phone. Mainstream media is picking it up too. Feng Yu's role is now public, quietly, without sensationalism. Perfect. Exposure. I nod, savoring the moment. This is not brute revenge. This is precise, clean, unstoppable. Every move I made has been preparing for this domino effect. Alina squeezes my hand. You've grown through this. You're not just taking back control, you're redefining the narrative. I smile faintly. Yeah, it's different when karma works without me pushing too hard. We move toward the exit, but my phone buzzes. A notification, an address, no sender. I frown, curiosity and caution colliding. A courier waits when I arrive. He hands me a small, elegant box. I take it slowly, eyes narrowing. Alina leans close. Open it? I do, careful. Inside is a single ring, the one Victoria gave me when we were engaged. I stare at it, cold clarity settling in. It's symbolic. A reminder of everything she lost, everything she thought she could own. And now, it's back in my hands. A signal that her regret is inevitable. Fully earned, Alina watches me, her expression soft but proud. You see? She's realizing what she underestimated. I hold the ring tightly, imagining the chain of events. Ahead, she thought she had power, control, a future, and now all of it teeters. I look up at the skyline outside, lights glittering like trophies I haven't yet claimed. This is just the calm before the final storm. My heart pounds with anticipation, not fear. Cliffhanger. I receive a mysterious box with a symbolic ring, the one Victoria gave me, signaling her inevitable. Regret CHP 12, the lights hit the red. Carpet like a spotlight on my new life. I breathe in, Elena's hand brushing mine. Ready? She whispers. More than ever, I say, trying to steady my pulse. Inside, it's electric. This is the moment, months of planning and quiet revenge. Payoff. Cameras flash. Porters shout questions. I smile, calm, poised. While my mind runs every angle, Victoria steps onto the stage in her designer dress. perfect, polished. But I notice her glance flicker to Fangyu. He's beside me in the audience, smirking. I overhear him whispering into a mic for a live stream. All lies, all public manipulation. My stomach clenches. Perfect timing. Fang Yu's confession is going live. The ceremony begins. Our film's name is announced first. The applause is deafening. Alina squeezes my hand. They love it. I nod, letting the pride flow but keeping my face controlled. Every glance I cast toward Victoria is intentional. I see the first cracks her smile falters, eyes darting. The awards continue. When Victoria's project is announced, the laughter is quiet at first, then unmistakable. Fans whisper, reporters murmur. Jonathan Wu shifts uncomfortably nearby. He knows Cynthia Gao's article will hit any second. Margaret Lin nudges me. Cameras are catching. Fang Yu's confession. He's exposing everything: Victoria's manipulations, the staged moments, the public lies. I watch Victoria freeze, lips parting. Her world is collapsing live. Audience murmurs, phones flash, social media erupts, comments explode. She was fake. She played him. She's a fraud. Alina leans close, voice soft. You see? You didn't have to fight physically. The truth did it for you. I smile faintly. Yeah, measured. Perfect. Jonathan's phone buzzes repeatedly. He looks at me, panic in his eyes. He whispers, "How?" I shrugged innocently. All the subtle leaks, all the groundwork, it's paying off now. I notice Victoria's assistant. Rushing to Fang Yu, she's panicking, whispering. I catch one word. Scandal. My pulse quickens with satisfaction. The queen of manipulation is unraveling in real time. Cynthia Gao's article flashes across phones in the crowd. Exposed. Fans react instantly. Social media erupts. Victoria's public image crumbles. The whispers, the rumors, the subtle doubts all converge in this single. Perfect moment. Alina leans her head against my shoulder. I'm proud of you. You stayed calm. You didn't beg. You let the world see the truth. I nod. Every month of planning, every whispered strategy with Margaret, every careful move with Leo, this is the reward. I feel a rush of quiet power. I glance at Victoria. Her composure is shattered. Her eyes dart everywhere, searching, desperate. She catches Fang Yu on camera, tries to smile, but it falters. She whispers something to him, probably begging for control. Too late, the crowd claps for me again. I accept the award, nodding gracefully. I glance at Alina, her eyes shine with admiration. I realize this is not just victory over Victoria, it's the victory of truth, patience, and strategy. Margaret Lin gives me a subtle nod. All media channels are aligned, amplifying my triumph. Without me having to lift a finger, I feel the satisfaction of revenge measured, precise, and unstoppable. A reporter approaches, trying to get a quote from Victoria. She stumbles over her words. Fang Yu looks at her with a cold, detached smile. Overhear him say quietly, "This is what happens when you underestimate people," Elena whispers. She's finally realizing she misjudged everything. I nod, keeping my public face calm, letting the media see elegance, strength, and composure. Inside, my heart is soaring. Every slight, every humiliation, every betrayal culminates here. Victoria finally approaches me. I straighten, keeping my smile neutral. She stops in front of me, eyes wide, desperation leaking through her perfect makeup. Her voice is barely audible. "I never thought you'd rise like this." Let the words hang. Silence. I don't respond. My smile is steady, unshakable. My revenge is complete. Cliffhanger. Victoria approaches me, eyes wide with desperation, whispering, "I never thought you'd rise like this." Victoria's heels click across the polished floor, stopping in front of me. She looks small, her face pale, eyes wide, voice trembling. "Please, I need to explain." I hold up a hand. "Victoria, save it." My voice is steady. Inside, I feel the old fire, the anger, the humiliation, but it's quieter now, controlled, focused. She swallows, forcing words out. I made mistakes. I didn't realize. I shake my head. Mistakes. You ruined months of my life. You lied, manipulated, and flaunted it publicly. Tears glimmer in her eyes. She takes a step closer. I never wanted to hurt you. Please forgive me. I glance at Alina, standing beside me. Her hand finds mine, a quiet anchor. I feel her warmth, her loyalty. I breathe in, steadying my heart. I refuse to beg. I refuse to compromise myself for someone who abandoned me. Forgive you, I repeat. Voice calm, but sharp. Victoria, forgiveness isn't a magic switch. I don't owe you anything. I've earned my own peace. Her shoulders slump. She looks shocked, defeated. The weight of her own choices is written all over her face. I thought. Maybe we could, she falters, then stops. I hear the quiet tremor in her voice. I was wrong. I lean back slightly, letting the moment stretch. I think of every whisper online, every social media attack she instigated, every rumor. I remember the nights I spent fighting humiliation alone. I remember Leo's warnings, Elena's guidance, Margaret's careful strategy. Every small victory led here. I wasn't weak, Victoria, I continue, my tone even. I survived. I grew. I didn't beg. I didn't crawl. And now you see me at the top of my own game, her lips pressed together. I see her eyes flicker. To the ring in my pocket, the symbolic one she gave me long ago. I pull it out slowly, letting the reflection catch the light. It glints. Alina leans closer, whispering, "It's yours now. It's your life, your power." I nod, holding the ring in my palm, at a symbol of every lesson, every small triumph over betrayal. Not her, not Fangyu. Me. Victoria's lips tremble. I didn't know. I didn't see. I interrupt gently, but firmly. You didn't see because you never wanted to. You wanted control, admiration, attention. Not me. Her face crumples. I feel no triumph in cruelty and clarity. The power balance has shifted. My public image, once tarnished, now gleams. Every fan, every follower, every reporter knows the truth. The narrative is mine, she whispers again, barely audible. Lost everything. I glance at Alina. She smiles softly, proud but calm. You did it. You didn't break. You let the world see the truth. I take a deep breath, exactly. I didn't need to fight her head on. I just became untouchable.
How victorious.
Gaze drops. She looks around at the people watching the press, the fans online, streaming every reaction. I overhear a snippet of a conversation from a nearby reporter's live clip. She's completely exposed. The tables have turned. I allow a small, serene smile. This is closure. It's not revenge for its own sake, but justice, patience, and self-respect. Rewarded. Every humiliation she caused, every whisper, every slight balanced now. Victoria steps back, a look of disbelief on her face. She can't believe I didn't plead. She can't believe the calm power I exude. She can't believe her. Manipulations failed so spectacularly. I feel a wave of finality. I tuck the symbolic ring into my jacket pocket. It is mine. Mine alone. It represents every scar, every fight, every smart move, every ally I trusted. Elena's presence beside me reminds me of loyalty, love, and real partnership. Victoria opens her mouth again, but I don't hear it. I've already moved past her. My life, my narrative, my self-respect, untouchable. I step aside as she finally walks away, stunned, broken, and fully realizing she lost everything she took for granted. Cliffhanger. Victoria walks away, stunned, fully realizing she lost everything she took for granted. At 14, I wake up to sunlight spilling across the room. Elena's asleep beside me, peaceful. I trace her hand lightly, feeling a calm I haven't known in months. Morning, I whisper. She stirs, half smile. Morning. Sleep well? I nod. Best night in forever. She laughs softly. You actually look happy. I am happy, I admit. Finally, it's no stress, no games, no Victoria drama, just us. Elena opens her eyes fully, her gaze warm. You deserve this. You fought for it. I sit up, thinking of everything. Humiliation, the betrayals, the public fights. The symbolic ring in my pocket feels heavy with meaning. A reminder of pain turned into power. I pull it out, spinning it between my fingers. I keep this to remember how far I've come. She reaches out, brushing my thumb with hers. And how strong you are. How smart. How alive. I smile, letting her words sink in. I never imagined I'd feel this. Free. Not just in reputation, but inside. Elena's eyes glint. Wait, you chose yourself. That's the real victory. Nod. I did. And it feels amazing. My phone buzzes. A message from Leo. Proud of you. Drinks tonight. I grin. Quick response. Absolutely. See you another ping. Margaret Lynn. Congratulations. The coverage was perfect. Let's celebrate quietly. I lean back, absorbing the sense of normalcy. Friends who stayed true. Allies who helped. Enemies who exposed themselves. I've seen it all. Survived it all. And I've grown, Elena teases, still thinking about that scandal. Your face says it all. I chuckle sometimes, but it's like a shadow now. No power over me. She nudges me. Good shadows are for walking past, not living in. Pull her close. I like walking past them. With you. The letter from Victoria sits on my desk, folded neatly. I glance at it. The words sting slightly, but they're distant. I don't need forgiveness or closure from her. The lesson was enough. I smile, setting it aside. Your calm scares me, Elena says. You're unstoppable now. I laugh. It took a lot of chaos to get here, but yes, I am unstoppable in my own life. We talk about small things, future projects, dreams, even vacations we'll take. For the first time, planning feels exciting, not tactical. I remember Jonathan Wu, Fang Yu, even Victoria. Their shadows flicker in my mind, but they no longer grip me. The public sees me as a victor. I see myself as more than that. I see growth, power, and peace. Leo shows up later, raising a glass. To the comeback of the century, I grin. To survival and smarter battles, Margaret joins quietly. To your life, uninterrupted, I raise my glass. To choosing ourselves over anyone else's approval, Elena squeezes my hand. And to us, I look around at my circle. Loyalty, love, respect. It's quiet but strong. Chaos is behind me. The lessons are engraved in my heart, and the victories aren't just public, they're personal. I glance at the ring again. It glints in the sunlight. Not just a symbol of betrayal anymore, but of resilience, of self-respect, of power reclaimed. Ready for the next chapter? Lena asks softly. I smile, a deep, genuine smile. I've been ready. I'm not chasing anyone's approval. I'm living my life. Her eyes meet mine, filled with trust and affection. I feel a warmth that's steady, unshakable. Love doesn't make me weak. It strengthens me. I open my laptop to check the latest coverage. Positive reviews. Stories of integrity. Fans cheering the comeback. Victoria's shadow exists only in memory. I close the laptop, satisfied. Elena leans against me. You've changed. The world sees it. And so do I. I kiss her forehead. I chose myself first. And I chose you because we deserve this life. Without fear, without manipulation, without regret. We sit together, watching sunlight spill across the room. My life feels expansive, full. The past lingers only as a reminder, not a weight. I glance at the letter, the ring, the quiet celebration. Around me, I've reclaimed everything that matters. My dignity, my power, my peace. And as I breathe deeply, letting it all settle, I feel the horizon ahead bright, charted, mine to shape. Cliffhanger, I smile at the future, knowing I chose myself over anyone else's approval. I scroll through my phone. Victoria's latest post flashes on the screen. Short, raw. Regret written in every word. I never should have. Alina leans over my shoulder. Looks like she finally understands. I nod. She's honest. Now, but powerless. That's the part that feels satisfying. Lena smiles. Justice served then? I'd say karma. This is me surviving, growing, winning without stooping to her level. She nudges me. You changed, not just the public. Inside, too. I run my thumb over the symbolic ring on my desk. It glints under the light. This reminds me of every betrayal, every humiliating moment, every fight I had to endure. Elena's voice softens. And now? Now it's proof, I say. Proof I survived, and I'm stronger, that I chose myself first. She laughs quietly. I like that you're finally calm. Not plotting, not panicking, just at peace. I tilt my head. I'm calm because I've earned it. I see the fallout. Victoria's career is slipping. Feng Yu's exposure ruined him. Everyone's watching them crumble while we build something real. Alina touches my arm. Feels good, doesn't it? It does. Pause. But it's not just satisfaction. It's a lesson. Betrayal doesn't have to destroy you. Can sharpen you. I glance at the office, where the ring sits framed in a small display. I walk over, tracing its edge. This belongs here now. Permanent. A reminder that I endured. That I respected myself when others didn't. Alina joins me, her presence steady. And you'll never forget it, right? Never? I smile faintly. It's more than a reminder. It's a statement. I'll never compromise my self-respect. Again, my phone buzzes. Notification stories covering Victoria's decline, Feng Yu's mistakes, Jonathan Wu's attempts to recover. The narrative is clear. The truth always finds a way. Alina whispers, "You changed the game entirely." I laugh softly. It wasn't about changing anyone else. It was about changing me, about surviving with my dignity intact. She grins. Mission accomplished then. I nod. Mission accomplished, and life ahead. Bright, open, full of choices. That are mine. We sit in silence for a moment, the city humming outside the window. I feel the weight of everything I endured slipping away. Each heartbreak, betrayal, and challenge now feels like fuel for the life I'm building. Alina nudges me gently. So, no more shadows. None, I say firmly. The past is behind. Me. I won't let anyone's mistakes dictate my peace. I reach for her hand. This us. It's what matters. Stability, trust, love. Not chaos or revenge anymore. She squeezes my hand. Exactly.
Max!
And you've earned this calm. I glance at the ring again. Light catches it perfectly. A symbol, yes, but also a closure. A permanent marker that I survived everything and came out whole. Alina tilts her head. What will you do now? I shrug slightly. Live, create, build the future I want. No shadows, no compromises. No approval needed from anyone who tried to break me. Her eyes soften. I like that answer. I look out the window at the skyline. The city moves on, indifferent, unaware of the victories and lessons that happen behind closed doors. That's exactly how I want it. Quiet strength. Invisible power. I remember each step, the heartbreak, the betrayals, the public humiliation. It all led here. Every moment that hurt made me sharper. Every lie taught me patience. Every fall forced me to rise higher. Alina leans her head against my shoulder. You've really come full circle. I nod slowly, feeling the weight lift fully. Full circle. And this time, the circle is mine. Mine to define, mine to protect. Glance one last time at Victoria's post. She's humbled. She's publicly contrite. But I feel no glee, no malice. Just a steady, unshakable peace. I earned this. My life, my rules, Alina murmurs, yourradiant.com. Complete. I smile faintly, holding her hand tighter. It took everything to get here. But yes, complete, whole, free. The symbolic. Ring glimmers, a beacon of all the lessons learned. I place it back carefully in its frame, sealing the memory of what was and marking the start of what comes next. Alina stands beside me, silent but present. My heart feels steady, my mind clear, my future entirely mine. I glance around the office once more, the city outside, the quiet hum, the ring catching the light. Everything points forward, not back. I breathe deeply, letting the stillness soak in. For the first time in a long while, I feel nothing pressing, nothing demanding, nothing threatening. Peace isn't fragile, it's hard-earned. Now it's mine to keep. Cliffhanger? I close my eyes, feeling the peace of victory, knowing this chapter of my life is truly over.